Hey, Chief. How are you? Hey, Sean. What's good, Sean? Cold. Sean, how you feeling, Sean? And Chief, Sarah's on vacation, so she won't be here all week. It's okay. Oh, good. Look who's on. Boss Dog and Chief at the same time. Hey, Boss Dog. Well, I'm glad you found some power. Glad you're back on with us. Still run down. We're trying to get back on. Okay. You been taking your medicine, Sean? Good. Ready for some action. Dun, 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 dun. That's good, boss dog. What kind of action we talking? How's your lady friend, boss dog? Yes, Miss Asia. Okay, good, Sean. That's good to know. She's good. Okay, great. Great. Everybody's in love this season. It's a good place to be. It's a good place to be. What up, boss dog? Any new storyline for us tonight? Uh, maybe. Maybe we create one. It is a full moon. Let's see here. Gotta go. I'll hop back in. All right, Chief. Sounds good. Sounds good. Hello, Louie. Yeah, Sean's been under the weather. He has pneumonia, so he's getting through that. Which at least you found out, because walking pneumonia is very sketchy sometimes. A lot of people can get sick. A lot of people have passed from it. So I'm glad that you were able to catch it. I'm just passing through. Hello. What's the topic? You don't mind me? Hello, Clemente. How are you? Clemente Gonzalez. Good evening and welcome to our chat. We just popped on this evening. It's what, we only been on about 4 minutes. Generally, I kind of let them choose what we talk about. But it is a full moon, so we probably will touch base on that this evening. Touch bases about what to do, what not to do during full moons, and if you are mindful of the things that are happening around you. I have a saying: when emotions are high, intelligence is low. So usually around the full moon, people act a little crazy, if you will. The inner werewolf in you comes out. So we always have that joke about the full moon and werewolf. But it's generally just the emotions inside of you that come out. Usually the ones that you have suppressed for a while, the negative ones, the ones that are easily irritated around this time. So just watch your emotions. And also, if you're having any technology issues today, or the full moon portal is open 2 days on the front, 2 days on the back. So tonight is a full moon. So from tonight and then 2 more days, you may have some issues around your technology. And so that usually has to do with the full moon. So if you experienced any of that today, let me know in the chat, because I definitely had some of that today. I was like, why is this not working? And then I thought about it. I was like, oh, full moon. Okay, got it. And I just checked it off the list. And we kept it going. So, yeah. You're pretty. I don't mean that. No, you are fine, Clemente. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. I love words of affirmations, and I love sweet kindness. So you are in good hands. I appreciate that. Stay as long as you like. Hello, Emily. Hey, Misfit. Thank you. Find your tribe, like and subscribe. Yes, and Clemente, we are a tight knit tribe over here. Thank you, Miss, for saying that. So we go live every night, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time right now. And we are always looking for newcomers. So come and join us anytime you want. Mom is sick with asthma? Oh my goodness, Sean. Uh-oh. It's just going around the house, huh? Everybody's got something. Sounds like everybody's on bed rest. How was your day, Misfit? Misfit, you left. We were supposed to get off last night. And then Q cornered me. And it was like another 30 minutes. I was like, dang. I shouldn't have said goodnight so soon, Misfit. I was like, all these questions. What's all these questions? Okay, I'll pass. When I get a chance, you see, when it's a full moon, there's a lot of bad and weird stuff going on. Absolutely, Clemente. Absolutely. So I tell people that you have to, or no worries. I tell them in the chat all the time, when your intelligence is high, when emotions are high, intelligence is low. So always watch your emotions. Don't be around large crowds of people if you can help it, because they're easily. It's almost like a pendulum swing, right? They're fine for a second and then they just like all of a sudden get weird, right? Stay to yourself. And also, it's a good time to journal. It's a good time to write. And we do what we call like a letter of release, where you can write things that you no longer want to do, no longer serve you, things that you're trying to get rid of and release. So write a letter of release. And then you can take it and burn it. Now, I say burn it outside and put the ashes outside, but make sure you're safe with that. Put it in a bowl or something and burn it. And then, once the ashes are, completely burnt out, then discard of it. And then I have seen some other people that have written their desires or things that they're wanting in their life and they put it in water. And so I am also an advocate for that too. So yeah. Taking baths around this time is good for full moons, for spiritual, cleansing and stuff. So yeah. If you have, some people burn sage. Some people have crystals that they bring out. And then if you need to clean your crystals, I would suggest opening a window and sitting them at the window just to kind of let the air hit them and cleanse them that way. But yeah, we do some different things over here. Salud to the full moon. I'd rather do it inside or okay. Well, see, here's the thing about when you burn stuff inside the house, it smells burnt. And then, when you burn inside the house, if you have a fireplace, that's great, right? Throw it in the fireplace. But you don't want to let off the smoke alarms and stuff. So that's why I said just be mindful of that kind of stuff. If you have a place to burn it, then perfect. Yeah, do that. So it's completely up to you. Yeah, I'm in a I'm in a house with people, so they be like, "What's that smell?" But oh no, because when you are getting rid of things that no longer serve you and you're writing letters like this, you don't want to tell everybody. You want everybody to know you're doing it right. You kind of just want to keep it to yourself. So yeah. I'd rather pray because prayer is strong. Yeah, prayer is strong too, absolutely. So yeah, do it. Do what feels good for you. Do what makes you feel comfortable. I like to try a lot of different things to see which one I feel I get the best results with, right? So yeah, that's just me. I like to give people different options just in case you've been doing the same thing over and over again and you're not getting the results or the turnaround that you would like. Because I will say, when you are in alignment with God and the universe, things are fast. They are like almost instant, like probably 24, 48 hours. When you are definitely in alignment, the things should turn for you relatively quickly. So if you're not getting the results that you want, then that means there's something still out there that's still causing you little frustration or sadness, or something is still keeping you stuck. So you got to figure out what that is. Storyline for tonight. That's what we're talking about, boss. Stop. We're talking about the full moon. I'd rather just pray. So you don't have a storyline for tonight. Do I have a storyline for tonight? Usually the storyline comes when I talk to you all. And it usually kind of just stems. Because when I have a story and I bring it to you all. Hey, Sandy. Hey, baby mama. Sandy had babies last night. She had twins. How are they? Or I should say earlier today, because it's still 10:48. So she had her twins were born early this morning. So congratulations. Sandy had babies. They're okay. One is still in the NICU. Okay. So how is he doing? Is that which one? Is that Chris or is that Basil? Thank you, Misfit. I'm all ears for suggestions. All right. I have an idea. Since Boss Dog wants to do storylines, I want everybody to don't fall asleep. No, I'm not gonna fall asleep. I want everybody in the chat to give me a word. Give me one word. Just a random word. But it needs to be a like a person, place, or thing. So it needs to be like a noun. My word's gonna be makeup, by the way. Hotel. Okay. All right. Let's see here. All right. We have hotel, California, peace. Okay. You already said one, boss dog. I said person, place, or thing. Clementa, are you changing yours? Oh, the beach. Okay, the beach. Okay. The beach. Is that everybody? Hotel, California, the beach. Chris is still in the NICU. He has a feeding tube. Oh, wow, Sandy. Okay, we're going to keep him in our prayers. So we're going to have a moment of silence for Chris. Chris is the new baby that Sandy just had, and he's still in the NICU. with the feeding tube. So we're in a moment of silence, and then I'll continue in a second, okay? Thank you. Okay. So I have Hotel California and the beach. Is that all? Hey, Robert, how are you? Robert, I need you to give me a word. Person, place, or thing. No. So I need you to give me one, like a noun, person, place, or thing. Hold on, boss dog. We have not got all the words yet. We don't know. Maybe Robert will give it to us. I'll pray for him, dear God. I pray this little baby recovers quick. Amen. Thank you, Clemente. All right, Robert. What you got, Robert? Las Vegas. Okay. Las Vegas. Basil got to meet his older brother. Oh, nice, Sandy. That's beautiful. How was their interaction? Was it good? Was the interaction good? Sandy, do you want to play with us? Misfits at Pharmacy. Y'all can... Pharmacy. All right. Okay, let me see here. All right. Everybody picked 2 words in. Half of y'all already did. So I think Misfit said pharmacy. And did you pick, who picked California? That was Misfit too? Las Vegas was Robert. Right? Yeah, Robert. Clemente. Robert, we have a newcomer. His name is Clemente. And then Misfit was California, right? I think Misfit was California. And then pick one more, boss dog. You had already. What did you? You had one already though, but you deleted it. What was your second one? And then Clemente needs a. I have 2 for Clinton. I have peace and the beach. I'll just leave those 2 for you. And then you are so welcome. What's up, Robert? Boss dog, I need another word. I need a thing though, not a place. I go to green, walking the line. Did you see his girlfriend there? Is that what you're saying, Misfit? You're going to be awesome, Mom. Oh, that's beautiful, boss dog. Yes, she is. I can pick another one. Okay, pick another one, Clemente. Pick a person. Hello, Jerome. How are you? Oh, good. That's great, Jerome. Jerome, pick a person, place, or thing. You're welcome, and I mean every word of it. That's beautiful, boss dog. You. Me? Okay, Jerome. Pick one more. You gotta go home today? Wow, Sandy, that was fast. They didn't keep you in there no time, but you really did. You had the baby so fast. Baby so fast, I should say. We already have California on the list. Why does everybody want to talk about California? What's going on in California? California's already on the list. You gotta pick something else, Jerome. Person, place, or thing. So maybe just say maybe a thing instead of place. And then Robert owes me one more. And then Sandy, if you want to play. Ooh, tacos. Ooh, tacos. Misfits give me a lot of. Oh my goodness. Interesting. Okay. Texas. Okay, Sandy. Alicia Keys. Okay. Clemente, Alicia Keys. All right. I need one more, Jerome. Yeah. Because you said me for one as a person. Okay. Boss says Kelly Rowland. Okay. Grapes. It said grapes. Okay. Gavin, her husband is in the freezer. What? Hey, Gavin, where you been? I haven't seen Gavin in a minute. Hey, Gavin. Jerome, you gonna give me a word? Give me a thing. Sandy gave me a thing, so that's good. Sandy gave me Lucas. Lucas, okay. Disney World. Robert. Oh. Okay. I don't know what you mean by her husband is in the freezer, Gavin. Gavin, I need a word. Either a person, a place, or a thing. Preferably not a place. But it is up to you. A person, place, or thing. No, boss dog. You don't have any more. You already gave me 3. I said Gavin. Gavin just came. I'm not really feeling good, so I'm not going to be on here much longer. That's okay, Sandy. Get you some rest. Oh, Hawaii. Oh, my goodness. Gavin. We haven't seen Gavin in a minute. How you doing, Gavin? I only slept an hour. I'm sure with twins, it's just gonna be it's gonna be a lot of sleepless nights, I'm guessing, until they can kind of get their bodies regulated. How did your son take it, and how did because you're only going home with the one baby tonight, yes, because the other one's in the NICU. I guess drums not gonna give me one. Okay. You have a nice shiny skin. Do you use coconut oil? No. So I use shea butter, and then I did put a little bit of Vaseline on. So thank you, Clemente. But I do love coconut. I don't think I've ever had coconut lotion. I've had coconut oil though. Okay. All right. I think that's it. The joy. What? The joy. Oh gosh. Wow. Okay. I'm not gonna. I'm. Correctional center. So who? Oh my goodness. I'll say I just wanted to see how you're gonna string that. Okay. Got it. Bags, okay. All right. So I want to tell you a story. I'm trying to think, what should I name the story? I think I just will say. I'm trying to figure out how I should say the story. Should I say it from a first, second, or third person narrative? He was really excited to meet his sibling. It was so cute. Oh, that's good, Sandy. I love that. Coming back. Oh, okay. Well, go ahead and get you some rest, Sandy. It's okay. Okay. Bye. Are you leaving us, Clemente? Are you talking about two? What you mean? Is that like second? First person or third? I'm trying to think. Okay. Let's see here. This is going to be fun. Okay. Tell me why men like to watch hockey. They just like sports in general, Sandy. I think it gets their mind off of things. Yeah, that's what I think. That's exactly what I think. Okay. Let's see here. Interesting. The edible has kicked in. Oh. Okay, Gavin. The edible has kicked in. All right. Well, interesting. Okay. Let's see. So who's playing red? Who is playing red? You're playing red. You are playing red, boss stop. All right. Let me think. I'll chill for a little bit. Okay. Do you like 365? Yeah. I haven't heard them in a long time. They have something new out. It's been a very long time. I'm trying to figure out how to string this along. Hold on, wait. All right. Okay, y'all ready? I'm here because you're pretty. Thank you, Clemente. All right. So I am going to let's just see what happens, okay? So I'm gonna take these off the list as I can think of. All right. The infamous Lord Infamous is my favorite rapper. Oh, okay. Nice. This is gonna be great. All right. I'm gonna. Okay. All right. We'll just play this by ear. We'll see what comes up for this. We'll see how this goes. Okay. I think I'm gonna do it from first person. Okay. I'm home alone tonight with my 3-year-old and my newborn baby tonight because my husband's at the NICU. Oh, okay. So he's at the. Gotcha. Okay. Because he didn't want to leave the baby. I get that. Yeah. Wow. Okay. All right. We will have to start off with me. You at the recording studio. The recording studio? Okay. I'm going to call my mom to come over and pick up my son up back. All right, Sandy. Okay. What are you recording, boss dog? What are you reporting? No. You're doing too much, Misfit. Listen. Jerome said me. He said Asia. He did not say Morgan Freeman. I don't even know how to do a Morgan Freeman. Do I sound old? He been the same age all his life. He been God his entire life. Listen, I've not got to that level yet. My new hit single, Marrying My Lady. Okay. Okay. Nice job, boss dog. Marrying My Lady. Okay. I'm not doing it that way. I'm not doing it. Okay. Marrying My Lady. Okay. So as I'm sitting here, hey, Deem. Okay. Oh, goodness. This is going to be hard. It can come closer than close, but King Deem will never be 100%. One question. Do you have a middle name? What do you want me to call you? I'll call you Smiles. Oh, so my name is Aysia. It's Aysia. Aysia Smiles, actually. So you're close. Hey, Sandy. Okay. So I'm sitting in. Hey. All right. Let's do this before anybody else jumps in the chat. Unless you want to add a word, Deem. Person, place, or thing. Give me one word. Make it random. Asian sounds good. All right. All right. Tree. Yes. Yes. Okay. Mom just came here to pick up my dog. All right, Mom was really close, huh, Sandy? She must have been right outside. Let's see here. Okay. All right, let's do this. Okay. So Boss Dog and I are at the recording studio, and he's just recorded Marrying My Lady. Oh yeah, Marrying My Lady. Oh yeah, listen to me and my this week, and it's going to be fun. Oh, sexy red. Oh, ginger time. Kevin. You want to put that on here, Gavin? I used to Hawaiian. Okay, there's like a hotel. Oh, okay, gotcha. Well, that's good, Sandy. That's great. All right. Hoo-wee. All right. I'm trying to think. Do I want to do this from a... What are you doing here in the studio? Dean was not in the studio. Hoping I can bring my other baby home tomorrow. Yes, Sandy. That sounds amazing. That sounds amazing. All right. I'm going to make a poem out of these words. No, I was gonna tell a story. And we'll see how it goes. Cause if I don't do it now, I probably won't do it. Okay. So Boss Dog and I were sitting in the recording studio, and I got a call, and I answered the call, and it was from the Joylette Corrections Center. I have a collect call. And it's cute. And I'm like, cute, what are you doing in the in the Joylette Correctional Center? And he's like, hey, all I can tell you is I need you to find the taco. And I'm like, the taco? He's like, yes, the taco. And I'm like, where's the taco? And why are you in jail? And where's the taco? Listen, all I can tell you is I need you to find the taco. And it's somewhere in the world. And I'm like, the world? Do you mean Disney World? No, the world. What do you mean? Do you mean Disney World? No, I mean the world. Okay. I gotta go. I'll try and call you back later. So I'm looking at Boss Dog, and I'm like, did I just hear what I thought I just heard? This must be a dream. And so I'm like, okay, Boss Dog, I gotta go. So I was like, you know what? The only thing I can do right now is go sit by my tree. Because that is the only way I'm going to figure out how this is going to work. What does that mean? Why is he in jail? What is he talking about a taco? So I go and sit underneath the tree. Hello now. And then all I can think of is Texas. And I'm like, Texas. And I'm thinking, well, maybe he's talking about Mika. Texas, taco. Maybe I misunderstood. Maybe it wasn't taco, maybe it was Texas. Maybe because the communication was off or something. So I said, okay, well, let me head to Texas. Maybe the taco, maybe something's in Texas. So I'm on my travels to Texas, because you know your girl likes to fly. So I'm flying to Texas. And on my flight, I literally sit next to Alicia Keys. And I'm like, ah! So while I'm sitting next to Alicia Keys, and I'm telling her, oh my God, I'm not going to tell her, about why I'm on this flight. But I'm talking to her about, hello, come in.
You okay?
Yes.
You just screaming?
Yes. I'm storytelling.
I'm bagging animal crackers.
Okay. Where was I? Okay. So I'm sitting next to Alicia Keys. I'm sitting next to Alicia Keys. And I'm like, where are you headed? And she says, okay, well, I'm flying to Texas, but because because there was a storm, I had to layover in Texas, but I'm actually headed to California. And I'm like, oh, California. So now I'm thinking, how does all this add up, right? Because first of all, if I had never got the call from Q in the correctional center, then I would have never been on the plane. And now I'm on the plane sitting next to Alicia Keys, and now she's talking about how she had got redirected, and now she's going to Texas, but she's normally going to California. She's still going to California. So is this all connected? Like, what does this mean? So as I'm sitting next to her, she gets a call. And she's on the phone with Kelly Rowland. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay. So she's on the phone with Kelly Rowland. And I'm like trying not to like overhear anything, right? But as I'm listening, I'm hearing somebody got to pick up something at the pharmacy. And I'm like, ooh, this sounds a little juicy. But I'm not supposed to know this stuff because I'm not really supposed to be. I'm supposed to be focused on finding out what the heck Q's talking about with some tacos as I'm on my way to Texas. But I'm hearing about this pharmacy. And I'm like, what about this pharmacy? I don't know. Something is just, it's got me kind of entranced. And I'm trying to figure out, what does that mean? So she gets off the phone. She looks at me and she asked me, she said, oh my God, we're talking about food. And I said, oh, no, I'm vegetarian. I don't really eat meat and stuff like that. And so she says, oh my God, I got some grapes. Do you want some grapes? And I'm like, yes, thank you. I love grapes. So we're talking and chit-chatting it up. And then this, is it the stewardess, right? The stewardess comes by. And so she's freaking out because Kelly Rowland's sitting right there. And so she takes a picture with Kelly Rowland and she attached it up with her. And so I'm looking on my phone trying to figure out, what does all this mean? So, no, boss dog, no. So I'm still trying to figure out the taco thing. And then as I'm sitting there, I lean over and I look out the window. And so I look out the window and I see what looks like almost like a hotel in the sky. And I'm like, why? What am I like? What is really going on, right? What is all this stuff? So the hotel is in the sky. And then I start thinking about a conversation that he and I had where he talked about, and this is Q I'm talking about, where Q was talking about, he was in a hotel. He was in a hotel. And at the time, he had this ring that he had gotten for somebody. But the ring, they found out, was stolen. And so when they went to look for it, he had hid it in a taco. And so as I'm thinking, I'm looking out the window, I was like, oh my God, that's it. That's the taco. That's the taco. So where is the ring? So the ring must be hidden in the taco, but where's the taco? So I'm like, okay. So now I'm on this plane to Texas. But now I remember that actually when we had the conversation, that was actually in California. And so now I'm like, oh wait. So she was because Alicia Keys said she was rerouting from Texas to California because of the issue in the other location. So I was like, okay, now I need to reroute. So once I get to Texas, I need to reroute and get to California. So I was like, okay, so all this is starting to come together now. Cool. So I lay back, just try to relax, try to get my mind right. So while I get my mind right, I'm listening. I'm getting some, I'm having some peace now because at least I know that this has to do with the ring, but we have to figure out where that taco is. And so I think it's not a real taco, like a physical, like food taco, but it is kind of like a look. It looks like a taco, but inside of it is ring. Come in.
Ashley, you have any more dirty clothes in between?
Right there.
I'm not washing.
So then, go ahead. No, over there, right behind you. The list, all of that.
Oh no, I ain't doing that.
Yes. Okay.
Hold up, people. I ain't trying to eavesdrop. I'm just trying to get dirty clothes. Sorry.
I'm trying to give me a word. Just a random word.
Incredible.
Person, place, or thing. Preferably not a place. I don't even know.
A thing?
A thing.
A cat?
A cat? Okay.
Henry the cat? Who stalks me?
Okay.
Henry the cat who stalks me. I don't know, you did a thing.
Okay. So. Oh, goodness. Okay. Woo. All right. Where were we? So as I lay back to get some peace, I start having this dream. And as I'm having this dream, I'm thinking about the time where I had actually ran into this bush. And I was like, I don't know why it seemed like that bush came out of nowhere. But what was interesting in this dream was that the bush actually started like changing colors. And so I was like, why is the bush changing colors? Okay. So I'm like, why is the bush changing colors? Okay, so the bush is changing colors because I don't know. And so it makes me wake up. So when I wake up, I'm realizing that we're landing. So as we land, I, tell Alicia Keys I'm such a fan, and we take a picture. And then I ask her, where exactly is she headed next? Because I now need to get to California. So she tells me, oh, I'm actually flying private. And so I was like, oh my God, you're flying private? She was like, Focus. I need you to focus, Dame. Focus. So Alicia Keys says she's flying private, and I'm like, you know what? Let me see if I can hop on this flight with her. So I tell her, I said, you know, it's funny because I actually do concerts and stuff for a living. So we are, you know, as we're getting off the plane and stuff, and I was telling her, and I was like, yeah, I actually need to reroute because of the situation that I'm having. I said, I initially was flying to Texas, but, you know, everything that's going on, I need to catch this quick flight to California because I actually have to make sure that I get to Hawaii next. But I've got to get to California first to find my because there's a place that I need to get to first before I get to Hawaii. And I'll tell you about Hawaii in a second. So I'm telling her all this stuff, and she's like, you know what? I am actually looking for somebody for my next tour. So she said, you know what? Let's talk about it. Let's fly. Like, you fly with me on my private jet, and we'll talk about it and we'll discuss it. And that way you can get to California, and then I can get to. So you can get to California, and then I can have some more. You know, you can help me trying to figure out like the way we should basically figure out what tour strategy we should do for her, how much it should cost, and all that stuff. So I was like, okay, great. So I go to get my bags, and guess what? I go to get my bags, and I literally see this lady holding this cat, and I was like, but it's the way she's holding the cat, right? Because she's like grooming the cat, like, hey, cute. And I'm like, what is she doing with that cat? And I'm like, and she's like, okay, Henry, okay, Henry, okay, Henry. And so I'm like, I'm looking at her, and I'm trying to figure out why nobody else notices this, right? Why does nobody else notice the way that she's like, okay, Henry, the way she's doing the cat? So anyway, I take a mental note of that. I'll come back to that in a second. I take a mental note of that, and I turn to my left, and there is Alicia Keys. And Alicia goes, okay, hey, I'm going to go catch, I'm sorry. She says, Kelly's going to ride with us. So now it's Kelly and Alicia Keys on the plane with us. So I said, okay, well, I'm just going to grab my bags. Well, I look back, and I can't find my bag anymore. I was like, where's my bag? Where's my bag? So as I'm looking for my bag, I see the lady who still has Henry the cat. And I said, excuse me, have you seen my bag? Oh, it gets better, Q. It gets better. So I said, have you seen my cat? I mean, not my cat. I'm saying, have you seen my bag? And so she says, Henry, do you know where her bag is? And the cat goes, and so she goes, oh, it's on the other, what do you call it? The carousel. It's the other carousel. And I'm like, the other carousel? She said, yes, Henry knows everything. So she said, it's carousel number 4. And so sure enough, I go to carousel number 4, and my bag is there. And I'm like, what is going on? Henry the cat. So I go back to Lady. I said, oh my God, thank you so much. Is there anything else that Henry needs to let me know? Because I am trying to get my friend Q out of jail, and I know that sounds weird, but I feel like Henry may have a tip for me. So she says, Henry, do you have a tip for Aysia? And I'm like, how'd she know my name? Because I ain't even told her my name. And the cat goes, "Prrr." And she says, and she says, Barbados. Barbados? Who's going to I said, thank you, Henry. So I took a mental note of Barbados. Hazy, I took a mental note of Barbados. And Henry does not. So I said, okay, let me hurry up and go because I do not want to miss this flight. One, because I'm freaking out. I'm talking to a freaking cat. I lost my bag and I'm trying to get on this private plane with Ashley, with Alicia Keys and Kelly Rowland. It's already a weird day. I already got a call from Q and Jill. And so it's just a lot going on. So let me get on this flight. So I catch up and I get on the flight with Kelly Rowland and Alicia Keys. And I'm having the time of my life. Okay? I forgot about Q. I'm over here, singing, say my name, right? Falling in and out of love with you, right? We jamming, having a good time, drinking, eating more grapes, having a great time. And then, apparently they have a phone. They have a one of them kind of phones on the jet and stuff. And so I was like, okay. So then Alicia Keys gets a call. And she gets the call, and the call is, hey, I know we're headed to California, but something weird happened, and we're going to take a detour to Barbados. I'm like, Barbados? Why are we? But the cat just told me about Barbados. Yo, this is crazy. So I'm like, okay. So let's go to Barbados. I mean, it's a free trip for me. Listen, I ain't even upset about it. The only thing I wish I had bought some cuter shoes. But it's okay. We'll figure it out. So I'm like, oh my gosh, Barbados. I was like, I was really wanting to go to California, but now it's okay. It's okay. She said, well, no worries. We'll put you up for the night. Oh, say less, sis. Say less. I'm cool. We go right. Look, Q did it to himself. It's okay. Take your time. I'm sure he'll be fine. I'm sure he'll be fine. So anyway, we're having time. We're laughing and joking. I got a text. The text was from Boss, and he was like, hey, did you hear about Q? And I was like, I mean, he said he already knew about Q because he was at the thing. But he said, did you hear any updates? And I was like, no, I didn't hear any updates. But because you're usually on the mission, what did you find out? So then Boss Dog was like, okay, let me check out. Let me go check. Let me check and I'll come back to you. I said, okay, cool. Let me know. I said, because I've heard a lot of stuff today. And Boss Dog, look, honestly, normally you're the one that kind of seems a little unhinged. But if I tell you the story, I'm going to look unhinged. So just let me know what you found out before I tell you what I found out. Because what I found out was kind of weird. So we'll just leave it at that. So I said, you let me know what you find out. And then I'll let you know. And then I'll just put the two together, right? So we actually land in Barbados. And as soon as we land, I get another collect call from the Joylette Correctional Center from Q. And I said, hello? And Q says, did you find the taco? And I said, yes, I'm in route to the taco. And he says, okay, good. But I forgot to tell you, because we got cut short, that it's at the beach. At the beach. At the beach where? At the beach where? Barbados. Barbados. You don't say. Okay. Okay. All right. Say less. So I get off the phone with Q. Now I'm like, look at God. You see? Look at God. You see how you putting things together? I'm in Barbados. The taco in Barbados. At the beach. But we're at the beach though, because he didn't tell me that. We're at the beach though, because we didn't discuss that part. So I was like, oh man. So then right after that, I get a message from Boss Dog. So where am I? Right here, Boss Dog. And I say, Boss Dog, what did you find out? And Boss Dog says, all I know is that he's been talking about he's been talking about this chick that he met at Target. And I'm like, the chick that he met at Target? What does that even mean? The chick that he met at Target? So did he meet the chick at Target and he got maybe, oh. So maybe he met the chick at Target. The chick was married. The chick gave him her ring, or some way, shape, or form. She got his ring, or he got her ring. They found out that she was married. She claimed that the ring was stolen. So he put the ring in the taco. Now the taco is at the beach in Barbados. Now I just got to find out where this taco is at the beach. So I'm like, okay. Here's the thing. I was like, let me see. And so, sure enough, Alicia puts me up in this really nice place. I mean, it is decked to the nines. It has the view of all views of a lifetime. I'm looking at all this beautiful water. I have all the food that I could ever ask for. I just got this massage from this handsome hunk of a man. And I'm like, Barbados is nice. And I was like, I'm trying to figure out, can Q stay a little longer, because I really need this. But I feel like God gave me this on assignment, but this was a nice assignment, because here I am in Barbados living it up, and I done met Alicia Keys and Kelly Rowland, and I got a job out of this. So I'm like, I don't want to ruin this. So anyway, I was like, Aysia, focus. And sure enough, I see this beautiful tree, and I was like, okay, Aysia, let's go to the tree. So we go to the tree, and we sit down underneath the tree, and sure enough, I look down, and I see this keychain, and this keychain says Las Vegas. And I'm like, what is this keychain? So the keychain says Las Vegas, and there's a key on it. And I'm like, interesting. Okay. So I'm looking at the key, and I was like, let me go ask somebody. I was like, excuse me. So I went and asked the concierge, and I said, excuse me, do you know what this key goes to? And she goes, oh yeah, it goes to that locker over there. And so I said, oh, okay. So I go to the, so I go to the locker. I open the locker, and it's a box. The box says Hawaii on it. And I'm like, Hawaii? Okay. So I open the box, and in it is the taco. And I'm like, oh, I found the taco. I found the taco, and inside the taco is the ring. So now I'm like, oh man, I done found the taco. I done found the taco. I done found the taco. And I'm looking at this ring, and I'm like, you mean to tell me I flew all the way for this ring? This ring better have some real, it better be worth a lot of money, because it looks cheap. But okay, I'm in Barbados. I done got me a free flight. I done got me a nice day. Let me not fuss. Let me not talk about nobody. He's still in jail. But at least I done found a ring. Okay? Look, I'm not gonna argue with nobody. We done found a ring. So that's fine. So once Boss Dog calls me back, Boss Dog says, hey, I found out that it happens to be, he got caught up with, let me see. He got caught up with some ex-baby mama that used to be with 3-6 Mafia wife. Or it must be 3-6 Mafia wife or something like that. So now that's kind of where we're going with that. So I said, oh, okay, cool. So at least I know that's why we in all this foolishness, because he caught up in some mess. So I have the stuff in my possession. When Q calls me back, I say, hey, I got it. He's like, you got what? I said, I got it. I got the taco. And he says, the taco? I said, yeah, I got the taco. And he tells me, oh no, man, I was just kidding. I was just kidding. That's not even real. Because the entire time, I'm gonna leave it right there. I'm gonna have to leave right there. Let me see. Y'all make the ending. Let's see here. That was so cute. Hey, Crystal. She's so cute. Let's see here. How's the ring getting me out of prison? I know, right? Okay, hold on. I think I want to. You'll have to wait till part 2. Oh, goodness. Let's see here. But just know, he's still in jail, okay? Q is still in jail. Part 2 is, he says it's not real. So we'll see where that goes. Remind me where we stopped at. And then we'll go through a whole list of, because I'm out of words. Then I start making up all this stuff. So we'll do it again, and then I'll do part 2. Saturday Live Boss Dog Edition. Kelly runs into you saying, girl, your man is on the radio. Y'all just as weird as me. This is great. Free my boy Q from the taco list. So if you were just joining us, I asked everybody to give me a word or two, a person, place, or thing. And so the funny part was they kept giving me places. So I was like, ah. So I got to figure out I'm trying to figure out how to get to all these different places because they kept giving me places. So I just created a story based on all the stuff that they gave me. So that's kind of how that went. But yeah. So we will do part 2 when we'll do it again, and then I'll ask for some more words. But I ran out of words, and I was like, okay, it's hard to string it along without words. But I think we got them all. I did all the words. So the words was hotel, Barbados, California, peace, the beach, Las Vegas, pharmacy, Disney World, tacos, Texas, Alicia Keys, Kelly Rowland, grapes, Hawaii, bush, the Joliet Correctional Center, tree, and Henry the cat. That was fun. Clemente, that was funny. Yeah, that was fun. Hey, is that Crystal? Hey, Crystal. How are you? That was fun. So, yeah. Apologies, Q. You just, listen. You were the only one that they would believe is in jail. Well, maybe not the only one. But, yeah. Let's see here. That was fun, though. You really are right. Asia, I'm good, girl. You already know. Okay, good. Asia, I know there is a couple of mafia wives in New York. That was fun. We'll do that again for sure. That was fun. Okay. Crystal, one of the babies are in the NICU, and the other baby are doing really well. Okay. He said for life. Life after life. Oh, that's beautiful. Saturday Live, Dog Edition. Oh, goodness. So, how is everybody doing? Hello, Bankhead. To my name is a taco. To all of my tacos have been in the bar. Not the condom. Hey, big fan, how are you? These mushrooms. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness, that's hilarious. Okay. That's hilarious. I'm not going to read all that. Okay. Oh, hey, Farmer Kid. Hey, hadn't seen you in a minute. Hey, how are you doing? Okay, Asia, I was chased by a misfit lion in Tanzania. I shouted, Q. The lion bowed to me. Then a boss dog appeared and said, follow the path to Big Dean. Then I screamed, Asia, help the helpless. I love it. Great job, Prophet. I'm in the car. All right, Farmer Kid. Asia, he better leave my hubby alone. Who are you talking about? What are we talking about? Sandy, I was falling asleep in the middle of nursing. Henry the cat was funny, right? I didn't know what to do about this cat. But she said, Henry the cat. Congratulations, Sandy. What is my enemy farmer doing here? Why would Farmer Kid be your enemy? He's like the same age as Chief. Why would he ever be your enemy? That Prophet Dean said, where did that come from? Where did what come from? Clemente, Asia, I'm drinking cold ones over here. Thinking about tacos. Why would you have a fight with Farmer Kid though? About what? I don't remember. I don't recall that. Cause Farmer Kid only comes on very few, maybe twice a month, if that. So I don't recall what fight. But remember, I did say tonight is a full moon. And what is my saying? Somebody put it in the chat. When what's my saying? I think John wants some tacos. It's not my fault. Misfit, you're the one who came up with the word taco. Don't be looking at me weird. That was your word. Prophet Deem said, it's a crazy good ending. Remember, he was disrespecting me. I don't recall that, boss dog. But I will tell you that you are in your 30s and he is like 16. So, let it go. He is a child and you're an adult. We'll let it go. Asia Dean said, yo, care Taco Bell. Salute to Misfit. Every time I eat taco, I will salute thee, my brother. Yes, that's how the taco came to be. Misfit came up with tacos. You spammed that word taco so much. It did something. Yo, that was so much fun. That was crazy, though. You're right. I didn't know where I was going to go. Shoot. It's a good thing I have a good imagination. Not everyone wants tacos. And here's the thing. I was going to make tacos tonight, actually, but I didn't have no taco seasoning. So I said, well, I'll make it tomorrow. I'm going to do a taco salad tomorrow. But I'm going to use plant-based meat. And then I will make the sauce, the seasonings by hand. So I just need to Google what goes in taco seasoning. Let me see, taco seasoning recipe. Since we don't have no packet, let's see what goes in it. Okay, cumin. Let me see here. Dun, dun, dun. What is it? Chili powder, cumin, garlic powder, paprika, oregano, salt, and pepper. Got it. That's easy. All right, yeah. Take a screenshot of that. So I'm gonna make me some taco salad tomorrow. I got onions, I got tomato, I got avocado, so I'm gonna make me a guacamole. I got some salsa in there. I got my plant-based ground beef. I'm gonna mix it all up. Maybe put a sprinkle of a teeny bit of like some, I don't know if I'm gonna do cheese. Maybe not, I don't know. But yeah, that's gonna be good. I'll be back on later. All right, Sandy. Okay, Sandy. Let me see what Crystal picture looked like today. Let's see here. Dun, dun, dun. What's Deem doing, Crystal? I'm going to get off here and try to fall asleep before the baby wakes. Oh, good, Sandy. Go take a nap. I like the way you put the story together. Oh, thank you, Clemente. I'm glad you came. Did everybody say hello to Clemente? It's his first time on here with us. So he got the yeah, that was cool. Heck of a story. Drawing. Oh, drawing. He draws. That's cool. What kind of drawing does he do? Like profile pictures and stuff, or like sketches and stuff? How is Sister Mika? Yeah, I don't know. Good question, Boss Dog. I have not seen Mika since maybe what, Monday, I think that was. I think it was Monday actually, yeah. Asia tonight was so beautiful and great. Oh, that's beautiful. It is a full moon. Oh, was that a good howl, or should I try again? I feel like I feel like I didn't commit enough. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's a cute picture, Crystal. Okay. Dean said he was chopping it up. Okay. Did he cook for you tonight? Oh no, y'all went out to eat. How was that? Right, that was tonight, the dinner and everything. How was that? Hey, Jerome. Look good. Thank you, Jerome. Asia, guys, it's my first time out here in this. It's funny the way you put everything together. Thank you, Clemente. Yeah, that was my first time ever doing something like that. So we'll see what comes of that. But yeah, that was wild. So Liz, you just gotta commit. Asia Little both. He's doing a rose now though. Okay, gotcha. All right. Let me see here. Dinner was great. Very nice. Mom and I had a great time. Oh, good. I love it. I love it. I love it. Dean says, stick around. You'll enjoy yourself here. Absolutely. Q. I don't know if Q's still on. I think he popped off or something. I told Q last night, I said, listen, I was like, you must be having some extracurricular activities, because every time we turn around, he pops out and pop back in to me. He fell asleep. I said, what you doing? Did you keep falling asleep in the middle of the chat? That's what I want to know. What you got going on? That's what I want to know. And where's TubeU? TubeU's missing too. Mika and TubeU. Haven't seen in a while. I'm back, baby. Go. Dang, Sandy. You ain't get no eye. You ain't get no shut eye. What happened to your mom? I thought your mom was there, Sandy. I'm hungry, but I don't want a taco. I want a snack. We ate steak, potatoes, and chicken Alfredo with shrimp and dinner rolls and asparagus. You know, bread does sound good. I made honey butter the other day. So I mixed I mixed regular butter and melted it, and then I added honey to it, and then some cinnamon. I should add a little bit, I think maybe a little allspice, but I didn't. Add a little bit of cinnamon, and then what do you call it? And then a teeny bit of salt. But I think that I would like to brown the butter first, because I melted it. But I think if I had put it on the stove and like browned it and then did it all together, I think it would have melted a little bit more cohesive than a little smoother, I think. Yeah. Or maybe if I put I'm calm. Yeah, calm. Okay. She picked up my 3-year-old and left because she was tired. Oh, okay, gotcha. I'll be back. I'm going to get ice cream for the freezer. That sounds yummy, Sandy. Ice cream sounds delicious. I know you're calm, boss dog. I know. Eat a wrap. They're easy to make. I know. Well, I'm not hungry for like food. I did have I had black beans and rice, and what else? I had black beans and rice and salad. Yeah, that's what I had for dinner. I love black beans and rice because I love the way my grandmother makes them. And then I just love salad. So I make the salad, the same kind of salad every night. It's like a Caesar salad, but I don't use Caesar dressing because Caesar dressing has anchovies in it, which I used to eat, but I don't want to eat that anymore. So I do Italian dressing, and then I add almonds and cranberries, onions, tomatoes, peppers, croutons if I have them, to the salad. And I tear that up. So, let's see here. Yeah, I think Q is off. Q jumped off. I don't see him no more. Okay. But that's nice, Crystal. I'm glad you had a good night. You made some cookies with milk and brownies. He still got brownies? I thought he ate them all. I like black beans. Me too, Clemente. I love black beans. I like good food. Just good food. It doesn't really matter. This girl really enjoyed it. That's so good. Yeah. I'm trying to say. Why are you well, what would upset you, boss dog? What are we talking about? Cuz I don't think farmer kids in here anymore. So I'm not sure what you're riled up about. But remember I told you. What do we say when it's a full moon? Cuz it's a full moon tonight. What do we say? Somebody put it in the chat. I say it all the time. I say it all the time. But Q's not even on right now, boss dog. Why are you getting upset? I don't know that he has talked to her. A bag of ice cream. Yum. What kind of ice cream, Sandy? You know, boss dog, sometimes when you sometimes it's just that I thought about an apple turnover just not when she said ice cream. I thought, apple turnover ice cream sounds delicious. But I also could do that pound cake and that ice cream too. But I already had a piece of pound cake, but I could go for another with some ice cream. Don't that sound good too? I had just lost my whole train of thought. Boss tweaking again. Hey, Q. Yes, please help Boss Dog. He's looking for Mika. Can you give can you let him know where Mika is, please? Deem said he feels like Mika is okay. She's just taking a break. Yeah. She might be tired. She might be, work. I'm sure Q will let us know. He'll let us know where his twin is. No. He may have Mika got a restraining order against him. Oh my goodness. Don't say that, Q. I bet she okay. Boss Dog, how is Marquita? I've never heard of that. Is that real? I've heard of zebra cakes. My mother used to love some zebra cakes. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. But never heard of zebra cake ice cream. What is that? Is that a thing? For real? You know I'm finna Google it, right? What? I know. Sandy, you eat a lot of sweets, girl. Ooh, Lord, you eat a lot of sweets. Sheesh. The way you be down and stuff, all this sweet stuff, girl. What do you eat? What do you eat? Actually eat, Sandy. Because every time we turn around, all she eating is from a snack drawer and ice cream. Everything's sweet. Probably tomorrow, Z. It's a weekend now, so probably tomorrow or Monday. Cute. Asia, gather round and I will tell you. We are gathered around. I know it's a new type of ice cream my husband found. She is at my house relaxing right now. Is she? Bring her on, boss dog. We need to see her. We want to speak to her ourselves. Bring her here. Tell her come hither, just like Crystal. Tell her to get on. I'm playing with Lucy. Not yet, Q. But I know that bae ain't calling the police. Oh my goodness, she really wanted now. I wish Dean would, but I know that bae. Little zebra cakes is Little Debbie's. Right. Shoot. All that sugar. I did she is sleeping. She had a long day. Dee was like, I just told her cute. She had a long day today. She's tired. Tell her we just want to say hello. We just want to say hello. Ooh, nice, Sandy. I'm glad you're getting some real food. Asia, you know what's simple peanut butter and jelly. You know, I was never a big peanut butter and jelly person. Like, I didn't like it. The only time I liked peanut butter and jelly was when I was working, and they had peanut butter and jelly snacks. Not the Crustables. That's nasty. I don't like that. But they had like a graham cracker, and they had peanut butter and jelly inside of the graham cracker. Now that was good. But other than that, I don't do peanut butter and jelly. They were kind of like grams. They were called graham snackers or something. They were really good. But that was it. All right, boss dog. Bro type his words. Marquita. Right. We're gonna leave boss dog alone. You know. Asia. He say he gotta see this. He's talking about boss dog girlfriend. Yeah. She said, "Hey girl, catch." Yeah. I have a really bad sweet tooth, and when I get pregnant, my sweet tooth got worse. Well, you done had the babies now, so you can't blame the babies now. Now you gotta wean yourself off a little bit. Just, But eat the Subway. Subway's good. Subway's good. I'm not talking too much, but I'm just listening. So if you don't see me typing, that doesn't mean I love. All right, Clemente. You know what's weird is right now it says there's only 2 people on the live. So I don't know if everybody's like in and out or if that's like a typo. Because I see y'all typing, but it says there's only one person in the chat. I don't know. Team at the moment. I got a mission for you. I need you to round up our boys and tell them that we're going on vacation. Yeah, that's my exit. Y'all going on a mission. I'm going to get something to snack on. Me and Deemer here. Okay. I'm going to eat the Subway. Okay. I failed the mission. How you failed the mission? You didn't go on the mission yet. I'll be right back. All right. My dad is here to hang out with me till my husband gets home. Nice. Hey, tell Dad we said hello. I love Subway too, Sandy. Subway, Chipotle, Salada. Ooh, I love me some Salada. So, I forgot to tell you that me and Dean had our time with each other last night. It was fire. Oh, good. I love that. You finally got it. Yay! It's blocked out. Boss dog, if you had spelled notification correctly, I promise you I would put that up. But that daggone note for occasion. Oh, notification. Oh, we were so close. But I almost would have put it up. Misfit, you still here? Okay, hold on. I have one crazy question for you. Why is it that the majority of the women like the roughnecks? Great question. So, it's just a big girl. I said I didn't want. Well, the good news is you can have as much as you want. You can get that on repeat, girl. Let's get my little muffin. I love that boss dog. I don't know how that works on YouTube. I promise you I don't. I would love 156,000 likes, boss dog. I would love 100. We'll get there eventually, though. Okay, so back to Clemente's question. He says, why is it that the majority of women like roughnecks? My answer to that is people tend to date their, what we call trauma. And when I was pregnant, I could not eat Subway at all. Oh, gosh, okay. Your wish is granted, Aysia. When he's not working, I can. Goodness gracious. Yeah, you got it, Ben. That's why he said they take it slow. Because they think they got something. Well, I would have said, I'm going to give you a different perspective on this. I'm going to give you more of a psychological perspective on this. When you say roughnecks, I'm going to assume you mean bad boys. And I will tell you that, and this goes for both, okay? If a female is in her masculine, she is going to either attract somebody who is very, like, overly masculine, meaning probably like that bad boy, or that masculine with the feminine side. So, when she dates a guy who's rough around the edges, as you say, that tends to mean that she's a good girl and she's looking for somebody who's not like her. Subconsciously, she's a good girl, and because she's been a good girl, she wants something that's different from what she's always been. So that's why she will gravitate to somebody who's a bad boy, because it's something that she wishes that she could do, but she feels like she can't. Like, she's a good girl. She goes to church. She goes to school. She's reliable. She gets good grades. And so she's like, I have this image that people see of me, and I can't tarnish that. But I can date a guy who can and can get away with it. So she looks for something that's different from her. So that's why they will tend to be attracted to that, because it's a part of them. It's like, man, wouldn't it be nice to just do whatever I want and not feel bad about it? And so that's essentially what's happening. Let me see here. Is a gangster and gentleman. He's very calculated with his movements, and he watches everything and the people around him. Deem do your boy. Real favorite. Look at Aysia subscription. I don't know what that means. But anyway, so I'll say for an example, so like I used to date bad boys. Absolutely. Yeah, rough. Just kidding. They weren't that bad. I wasn't that bad, but they could have been better. But they was rough because at the time that's what I wanted to be. I wanted to be somebody different, right? It was like now this is me now that I've done the work, now that I've journaled and meditated and wrote and all that stuff. But you want to be somebody, if you don't know who you are, and if you aren't, what's the word, kind of authentically in the person that you want to be, then you'll gravitate to people who are doing the things that you wish you could have done. So that's what it is. So now I'm at the point where I'm like, I don't really care. But because I'm changing the dynamic of the person that I am, I will attract the person that I actually do want. That is going to be a good balance for me and not necessarily somebody who's going to be either toxic or the opposite, because all the universe literally stands for you in reverse. And so anything and everything that happens in your life, if you keep having the same problems, if you keep having the same results, and you keep, like you're saying that the girls keep going with the bad boys, but then you're probably not attracting the girls that you want to attract. And that also means that's something within you that you keep putting back out in the world, and it keeps coming back to you. So by checking out what you're doing and fixing that and flipping that, you'll start to get the people that you want, right? So I have so many guys who says, oh, well, nice guys finish last. And it's essentially kind of like the same thing about the good girls, right? The good girls will get the bad boys. They don't necessarily finish last per se, but they don't really get the life that they want either. And it's simply because I think a lot of people just don't know what they want. Like if you ask somebody what they want, they can't tell you. Most people have no idea. And so it's kind of like the thing where guys joke and say, hey, what do you want to eat? And the girls be like, oh no, I have no idea. But if you say, oh, guess where I'm gonna take you tonight for dinner, and she instantly says, oh, Miyabi's, and you're like, yeah, Miyabi's. It's like that, right? If you don't know what you want, how can anybody get it to you? But I think a lot of people are so frustrated with that because they just don't know. But you gotta take the time to figure out what it is that you want. You can have anything in the world that you want, but you gotta know what you want first. Let me see here. When I'm nice with the ladies, they don't like it. I'm a jerk. They love it. I don't get it. Right. Exactly, Clemente. So, if you are in fact in your, I'm so glad you said that. I'm so glad you brought that up. Let me see how to say this. You want some Cheetos, mister? Okay. I'm glad you brought that up. Let me explain to you what is happening. You cannot be what somebody else wants. You have to be you. If you are trying to cater to her, do everything she wants, do everything, be all the things that she wants, then you're not you. And because you're not you, you're almost like a puppy dog to her, right? So women don't like that. Yes, we like to be catered to. Yes, we like, flowers and things and all that, right? We love stuff like that. Yes. But there's a line that it's the way that it's given, right? It's the way that it's given. It's the way that it's presented. If I feel like I can walk over you, I'm not going to want you. right? And that's really what it is. Like, I don't want to feel like I'm taking advantage of you and I'm just taking you for granted, right? Like, it doesn't, there's no back and forth because it's like I've already won, right? It has to be a balance. And so she's not going to want that. So that's why you say, like, even you're really, really nice, they're not checking for you. And that's exactly why. We don't like that. So you're going to have to, but then you also have to be authentic in yourself. Because it's the same thing for women too. Like, if a female is only doing all the things that the guy wants, and then she gets mad that he cheats on her because she was never herself. She was just only catering to him and all the things he wanted, but she never chose what she wanted. If a woman is true in her femininity and asks for what she wants, she will get what she wants. And then the man will follow suit. But if she's only going to try to please him, it doesn't last. It doesn't last. She has to know what she wants. She definitely has to know what she wants. And the same goes for the guys. All right? What do you want? And be specific in what you want. And then, where are you going to find these ladies at? If you say, do you want a girlfriend? Do you want a wife? Do you want somebody just to hang with? Do you want somebody to cuddle with? Like, where are you going? And who are you looking for? What does she look like? Where'd you meet her? What was she wearing? How was she acting? How old are you? How old are they? What are your conversations like? You know what I mean? Like, it's easy for you to, it's easy for people to place blame on somebody else, but it really means that you have to really take the time to check in with yourself. So Clemente asked me a question, and I'm answering the question. But where are you located, Clemente? I missed some stuff in this chat. Hold on. Need to look, Sandy. What's wrong with Sandy? I don't know what 4.07 means. You see Deem got me, and he's in a good place, and I'm honestly glad that I can please him and make him happy. No, that's good. I'm not referring to you all. A female in her femininity and knows what she wants, she will get what she wants. I want Cheetos. Be nice, be sweet, be loving. Don't be a doormat. Don't get stepped on. Absolutely, Misfit. Absolutely. Yeah. And I feel like there's a science to it. But it's a balance. And then when you are out of balance, it shows. Right? If you're out of balance, then everything coming at you is going to be off balance as well. When you're in balance, things just flow, right? The people, the places, you get the great parking spaces, you get to work on time, you get a raise, you have maybe somebody gives you an extra compliment or something, then you get an extra bonus check, right? Then you get a pop-up visit from the girl that you liked, and maybe y'all go out or something. You know what I mean? Like, everything flows when you're in flow, but when you are off, everything's off. I'll be back in a little while to go to my doctor. All right, Sandy. When Shadim said he approved your response. Okay, Sandy, help Oswald continue prayers. I have to go back to the hospital that I gave birth. That will be on the back. All right, Sandy. The girls down here. Massachusetts. Interesting. Oh yeah, I've been to Massachusetts. But why are they rude? And who are you checking for? What's your personality type? Are you tend to be a nice guy? How tall are you? I feel like that plays a part in how I treat you. And also how you treat yourself. Dean can tell you about the first time we met word for word. Women want a man who's respectable, competent, and who can be dangerous, but be able to control the dangerous side. Absolutely. Yeah. Because I want to feel safe and secure. And then if I don't feel safe or secure, I'm like, next. And here's the thing. If you are not secure, come in.
You cut the lights out in the kitchen and stuff?
I'm coming back in there.
Did the lights go out? I was like, wait a minute, I'm freaking out.
Huh?
I ain't cut the lights out.
Oh.
And stuff. I was like, what the hell? All right, I was waiting for the clothes to stop.
Oh. Okay. I'm respectful, confident, and dangerous, but able to control the dangerous side. That's fit right up my D. Men value women for their beauty, nurturing side, and their purity. That's true. Don't forget about loyalty. So, men are big on loyalty. And it's very interesting because it really kind of goes back to like cat and dog type thing, right? Like women are very feline, men are very right? Dog like, loyal, like I'm coming home to you every night. I might pee on your leg and I might hump your leg, but I'm still gonna come back to you every night. Might pee on your carpet, but I still love you though. It's like, but they're loyal, right? And so women are very like, what can you do for me? Right? What can you do for me? And then I'll right? But I think all people are very conditional. Like, when people say unconditional, yeah, I really don't exist. And I tell you why I don't exist, because most people don't love themselves. And so, Clemente, what I will tell you is that when you truly love yourself, the women will flock to you. Because people flock to confidence and charisma. Somebody who is confident in themselves and charismatic will find you women all day. All day. But if you're not giving that, it's almost like you're repelling it. So, and then of course, you know, we have some really great guys in the chat who can kind of help you out with that. How old are you, Clemente? And I just saw a post to that. It was on my phone though. Dang it. Okay. That's it. That's it. I'm an older guy. Clemente. So are we. I don't know how old you are, Clemente, but I am 38. I don't look it, but I'm 38. Oh. Robert's 40. Most of the men in this chat are around 33. So I think you're in good company. And the fact that you found us means it's okay. That's good. We have some I think profits up there. Profits in that range. So if you are looking for the lady of your dreams, so I'm going to assume you're single, Clemente, yes? I love Cheetos. They're so good. Are you single, Clemente? Okay. So now you have to, but you have to turn that inward now. Yes, I bumped into the crazy chicks. I don't want that. Okay. So, if you are attracting crazy, what internally do you have to work on? Generally, a lot of our stuff, Jills, comes from childhood. A lot of us have either mommy wounds or daddy wounds. And so, even though we think we've gotten older, and, oh, it was years ago. It was 30, 40, 50 years ago. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. We're not fine. If you don't fix it, you're bound. History's bound to repeat itself, right? Like it's a test. If you don't pass the test, you just keep taking it. And it comes up in a different way in a different person. Over and over and over again until you pass it. So it's like, damn, what am I doing wrong? So you have to like take a step back. You have to think about things that you did in your past or things that came up in the past. And like, dang, what am I doing? What do I always do? So if you figure like, if I'm always nice and they treat me bad and I'm mean to them, they treat me good, then how are you attracting these women and where are you going to find them? Are you going online? Are you going to the club? Because I don't think club is is not the best place to meet nobody. Especially if you see them all the time in the club. You already know what their lifestyle's like. How are they dressed? If they dress like they don't have no clothes on, then that tells you about the woman that you are going to potentially, like a woman who dresses very provocative. That means that most men are going to look at her as prey. All right? So that means that she also is trying to expose herself because she probably is seeking attention. So you have to figure out what kind of lady you're looking for. James says I'm crunching. It'd be so good though. I got this corner right here though. You see? Look. I'm gonna slow down though. Because Dean said it. You might have to get surgery? Dang, Sandy. Okay. All right, Sandy. You sure they're good. Delicious. Delicious. You're as young as you feel. Oh, that's a good one. Yes, I bumped into the crazy chick. Okay. I've just been playing the field. I'll tell you one thing. It's good being single. My ex-girl wanted to know where I was all the time. And I didn't like that. I'm single. I kind of like it. How long have you been single, Clemente? How long have you been single? And how long were you in a relationship for? Robert, are you still here? Q, were you still here? I love me a bagel and cream cheese, but not this season. In allergy season, They're like I already have 2 boxes of tissue. I wouldn't even be able to. I would be just clogged if I But I love an everything bagel with cream cheese. Or everything bagel on egg and cheese toasted. Yep. All right, Q's here. So which one is that, Clemente? Is it that you've been single for 3 years, or you're in a relationship for 3 years? You gotta give me a complete sentence. So you saying you've been single for 3 years, but you were in a relationship for a year and a half? Jim said, have you tried the Philadelphia cream cheese caramel cinnamon? No, I haven't. That sounds scary addicting, so I probably don't need to try it. Cheese and jalapeno bagel. I don't think I ever had a spicy bagel. I've been single for 3 years. I was in a relationship before for a year and a half. Okay. So you're kind of along the lines with Robert. It's just good. I'm going to try it. I'm trying to do too much. Remember, I talked about this before. Cream cheese, sour cream, and yogurt will have me very congested for it takes 21 days to get dairy out your system. And with the allergy season here, can't do it right now. I might try it when I go to Arkansas. I don't mind a good bagel in the Delta Sky Club. I don't think they have specialty cream cheese though. But yeah, Clemente. So I would say, since you've been single for 3 years, what have you have you been doing any work on yourself? Meaning, you know, working on maybe making more money? Have you been working on fitness? Have you been working on like any goals or any um, you know? Do you have any children, Clemente? Dean said that you would be, but try once and tell me what you think. Okay. What do you say? Philadelphia cream cheese with caramel and cinnamon. That sounds very. But what is he? And he puts it on the bagel. Cause I used to do that. I used to do like a plain bagel with cream cheese, and I would sprinkle cinnamon and sugar on top. But I felt like that was slightly big bag, so I stopped doing that. Mariano's has cheese and jalapenos. Definitely try them. Oh my goodness, all of this food. When we all get together, y'all, we're gonna just have a potluck. I'm gonna bring Henry the cat. Oh goodness. Years from now, we're gonna be laughing at Henry the cat. We're gonna crack up. You're like, oh man, Henry the cat. Boss dog, where'd you go? Yes, cream cheese. That's all you need. Ah, you're still in jail, Q. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know if you're gonna make it. Hope you'll be out by then. Oh, Dean said we're gonna cook. Okay. Yes. Absolutely. No kids. I've been working out. All I do is just work. I'm always busy. I have the weekend to myself. Okay, so Clemente, what do you do? And so what is your profession and how long have you been in that profession? Q, how was your day? Oh, cool. But if I leave a little bit of chips, I'm gonna be mad. Remember how I left that cheesecake? I was so mad. I want that little bit of cheesecake. It's about as much. Look. Oh. One thing about getting older is also not making yourself do something that you don't want to do. Like even as small as chips. And you would think that this is crazy that I would say this little bit of chips. But a lot of people have issues with like being overweight and stuff like that. Not mine, not me. But and a lot of that stems from like when you were a child and they said you had to eat everything on your plate. So now when you go to get a meal, you eat everything on your plate because that's how you were raised. And so now you're trying to figure out why you have so much extra work because of something from that stemmed from childhood. So even something as small as I don't want the rest of these chips. I don't have to finish them, then I don't finish them. Right? It's just the little things that you tweak day by day by day by day that gets you further along to where you want to be in life. I'm hungry. I'm a machine operator. Ooh, okay, nice. Okay. Oh, you better not tell Dean about that. Cheesecake, you know, was his favorite thing to eat. Yeah, no, I love cheesecake, and I ate it, but it was if you were here that night, I literally ate the entire thing. I literally had like one bite left, and I put it back in the refrigerator. That one little bite, but I didn't want it. And it's like, if I don't want it, then I don't have to get it. I don't have to make myself eat it. I don't have to make myself do any of those things. And you know, Misfit, I've been wanting this on pineapple pizza for 2 months. Because the last time I had pineapple pizza was what, January? No, February? Ugh. They don't, we don't eat out here too often. I think my aunt had Chinese tonight, but yeah. Not really. Unless I order pizza myself. I don't think I've ever, as long as I've known my grandmother, I don't think I've ever had pizza at her house. Grandmas don't do that. She does order the pizza. It's almost 1 a.m. They're probably closed. I don't want no pizza right now. I wasn't hungry for food though, because I already ate. They were like, have you put on any weight? Y'all, they thought the dress was too short. They went and got me a medium. That dress I showed y'all yesterday, they got me a medium. I mean, it's still short, but it's not as tight as it was before. It's still high. I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna show it to you on the hanger so you can see it better. Hold on. Maybe this. Ba-ba-ba-ba. You said my what? Hold on. That's the dress that I was trying to show y'all yesterday. Dun. Okay. I'm not wasting away. We were actually talking about thinking I gained weight. That's cute. Thank you. Yeah, it's really cute. It was cute on me too. I like the other one was tighter. It was my butt was hanging out a little bit, but it was cute. That one's it's weird how one side, but I mean it's all right. But you know, it was hugging all the curves. But this is cute. It's more modest, I guess. I don't want to be considered praise, so we'll keep it. All right. Definitely try. Remember, I told you last night. I said once I get to 4,000 watch hours, I will wear the dress for y'all. Don't get me wrong. I go on dates. If I don't find a good girl, I'll just keep on trying. Well, I'm glad. Well, let me say this. I am glad that you keep putting yourself out there. Kudos to that. Kudos for keep putting yourself out there and not feeling defeated or not feeling put down or, you know. Now, I guess my question is, I think I said this to you. So, like, where are you meeting them? Are you meeting them on the app? Or are you meeting them on where? Yes, 4,000 Misfit. I am, let me see. We are currently at just shy of 2,000. So we still have a long way to go. When I checked today, I was at, I want to say 1,900, I think. So close to 2,000. But I should get to 2,000 in like the next 2 days, I think. Usually. Let's fit to my 4,000. Let's go. Yes. Like everybody, yes. Everybody put on a live. Put me on before you go to sleep, okay? If everybody puts on at least one live before bed, just let it play, just let it run. I'll order 2,000 phones and I'll have. It's not the subscriptions. I already have 4,000 subscribers. It's the watch hours. So now it's just people watching my lives or watching my replays. And I did say I was going to make a video. I made the video, but the last video I made was actually a short and not an actual video. So I need to make a long form video so I can get people to watch it. Yeah. I don't care, I'm a man. What does that mean, Clemente? You don't care, you're a man. But what I'm saying is, no, you should always be dating multiple people. And that's also what I'm finding, that a lot of women, we don't do that. We only date one, but when you date one, you take yourself out of the running because you put all your eggs in that one basket. And then you start to ignore the flags. You're like, well, I really like him now. You're invested. But in actuality, women should be more like men in that regard. We should date multiple people so that way we're not caught up in emotions on just one person. And then you're also having more fun, you're getting out more, and you're also learning more about different things with different people. Because I say this in the chat a lot. You'll probably hear this multiple times. When you date somebody, you are always going to be a different person in that date because people will bring out different parts of you. I hate to say this. I make most of the girls at the club. I'm going to have to meet this. Yep. Glad we found the culprit. Glad we found the culprit. So, yeah. Let's not meet them at the club. That's number one. Now that we figured that out, what kind of lady do you like? Like, if you could picture your, like the vision for your family, what kind of vision would it be? Do you want kids? Do you not want kids? What would your life look like if you were married? Like, let's say you were, hypothetically, I think you said you wanted to be married. I'm not sure, but like, if you were in a stable relationship that's been going for 5 years, what would that look like? It says taco. Taco. That was good, right? That was so fun. I don't remember whose idea that was. I mean, not that I don't know. I guess it was my idea, but still, that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. Too much fun. Because I'm sure Q was like, do what now? He said, why am I in jail? He said, oh, I want some cat already. Oh, goodness. So yes, Clemente, what do you want in a lady? What, yeah. So what do you want? When that disrespects me for myself, not a girl that plays games. One, okay, so you mean one that respects me? Okay, yeah. Try that again. You do it again. Um, what's your nationality? Are you Hispanic? Gonzalez, are you Hispanic? And then also, can't have love without respect. Absolutely. Um, but then you have to realize where you met them, right? Because that says a lot. I don't want to get married. Okay, I just want a nice girlfriend. I don't care about the looks. But if she knows how to cook, that's a good thing. Okay. Interesting. I don't want to get married. Okay, you want a nice girlfriend. Okay. Do you lead with that? Because I see why you would go to the club. Because you don't want a wife, but you still want a nice girlfriend. So, and you want her to cook. So that would tell me you probably need to find her at like a, if you want a nice girlfriend, I would say, no, misfit. I wasn't gonna say that though. I was gonna say more like like a Whole Foods, because she's, you know, probably cooking for herself. She's in Whole Foods. Uh, World Market. Is that it? Is it World Fresh Market? I would say like more of an upscale grocery store. Not Walmart. We're kind of like anti-Target right now, so not Target. But Target, you would see more so like moms with kids. So, mom, you know, Target would not necessarily be. Does she have to have? Does she have to be no kids? Can she have kids? Don't follow Misfit out. Talking about old lady, so don't you do it. Don't you do it. Because if she's at the lady shelter, she probably has uh, a man trying to run from. He don't want that neither. Puerto Rican. Okay, so do you want a Puerto Rican lady? Daddy Yankee over here. Gas gasolina. Gotta get gasolina. Do you want a lady that's Puerto Rican as well, Clemente? Or does it matter? Does it matter? 138. What does that mean? 138. Oh, he's laughing at Misfit. So Clemente, are you looking for a lady that's Puerto Rican as well? I'm trying to figure out why my elbows look like this, but I think it's when I do my ab workout and I have to do planks. We do elbow planks like this. Whew. I think my elbows be rubbing on the floor. One kid, that's it. But I don't want to buy Nikes. That's like crazy. Okay, don't do it, Clement. Get you a nice Mexicana. I can make tortillas by hand. Oh my goodness. Misfit, are you Mexican? All right, was admitted to the hospital. And my other son, who's not going to. What? Admitted to hospital, and my other son, who's not going to make you, is starting to have trouble breathing, so he's also got admitted to the hospital. Show my husband in there with him. And my dad with my son, who is Nikki. All right, Sandy. Praying for you, okay? You and your son. I really don't care. What do you think, Aysia? You saw what I look like. I don't know anybody's nationalities like that, though. Right? I don't assume anybody's nationality. That's why I just ask. Because people can be so many different things. So, yeah. I just ask. And then your name is Misfit, so, that's all I know. It's not like I know your first name and your last name, right? Right? It's different because I've seen his last name. But you just have Misfit. And we just call you Misfit, so, I don't know. Yeah. Bum, 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 bum. And it's whatever people decide that they want to claim, right? Everybody is different. I just have to have it really bad days. Yeah, Sandy. Misfit, you can be whatever you want to be. You just light skin. That's fine. No, I'd rather date a black chick. Well, if you're looking for a black female, are you, then yeah. So I said what? Trader Joe's, yeah. We be in Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, what I say? Fresh Market. We are in, let me see where else. We are at the bar in Nice Restaurants, okay? Nice Restaurants. You can find us there. And then it's also what time of day you're going out, right? Like if you're meeting women at the clubs, that's just too late. For a nice lady, she's going to be out at happy hour. So go to the bar during happy hour. So these are times like she wants to be home. Like after work, she may go out and have a drink from like 5 to 7 ish, maybe 8. That's the latest. And then she's heading back to the house. She can unwind, have her maybe another glass of wine at home, listen to her, either read her smut book or catch some Netflix, cozy up on the couch, maybe um, with her dog or her cat. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So, what day on full job? So yeah. So there are some places for you to go, and then yeah. So repeat back to me what I said. So just so I want to make sure you understood what I've said. 1:30. I'm getting sleepy. Does anybody have any questions? Get some of this good full moon sleep. And don't forget, it's a full moon. Write down things you want to get rid of. Write down things you want to let go of. Write it out, burn it. Or write the things that you do want and put it in water. Okay? When I say put it in water, write on a piece of paper, put it in water. Good chicks, happy hour. Not so good chicks, primetime club hour. Yes, exactly, yeah. So good girls that are independent. Do you want independent women? Now, if you get you an independent woman, you have to know how to handle her. Okay? Do not, you won't have to put your foot down in a certain way. You have to be confident in who you are. McDonald's. Do not meet a girl in McDonald's. No, we don't eat McDonald's. No. Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, World Market, Fresh Market. I'm trying to think because they're closing so many different things down now. If you were to meet her at a mall, she would be in one of the stores, right? Not like Forever 21, but like your, your higher end, like your Belks and your Dillards, yeah. But you can start with just like a nice happy hour somewhere and just kind of see where that goes. Try different happy hour spots around where you stay at. I wouldn't say like Chili's. That's not what I would call it. I wouldn't say Chili's. I would say more so like what would be like right below like Roof Chris? Because if you go to like Roof Chris, then and she's sitting at the bar, more so likely than she wants to be taken care of, like all the way. So I'm trying to think of what's like right below that. Yeah, nice restaurants. Oh, nice. Okay. So Massachusetts has a nice, good. Misfit, you so silly. I need a strong, independent woman that'll carry me to bed. Oh my gosh. So you're looking for like an Amazon woman that's taller than you? Women like, listen, there is somebody for everybody. There are 8 billion people in this world, and you will get one of them if you so choose. It does take some work, it does take some getting used to, but you have to know who you are and what you want, and do not settle. You hear me? Do not settle. But you do need to do the work on yourself, because what will happen if you get a nice lady and you have not done the work, you will lose her, because she will not go through with it with you, because she's already done the work. And so what will happen is she was like, hey, you need to work on that. If I'm still around by the time you've worked on it and came to that agreement, then we could get together. If not, she's moving on to somebody else. So make sure that you are crystal clear in what you want and what your desires and your, what you want out of life, right? Where do you see yourself in 5 years from now? The only thing I think you said is she has to respect you. But you didn't give me a picture of what you wanted. And so it's hard for you to get those things if you don't know what they look like. Right? Like, the reason why my story was really crazy, but it was also really funny, is because you could see what I was saying, right? Like, if you were to close your eyes, you could visualize my entire story. Yes? And so that's the difference. Like, you have to have an actual picture. If only you knew that. Like, if you had to close your eyes, you could picture my storytelling and where I was, and I got on the plane. You could see the cat. You could envision all of that, right? And so as you move forward and trying to find somebody that you were supposed to stay, spend your life with, or you're a nice girlfriend and stuff, you have to imagine what that looks like. Right? Like, when you wake up in the morning, you have a good girlfriend or you have a nice woman that respects you. What does that look like? What is she doing that makes you feel respected? What are you doing that you feel respected? What does the day look like? What did y'all do that day? Did y'all go out to eat? Did y'all stay home? Did she cook? What did she cook? Why did she cook it? You know what I mean? Like, almost kind of put yourself in like the storytelling thing that I did and figure that out, right? And then you can go from there. Because then the universe can play that back to you and kind of give you those things. But you have to know what you want. Some things I'll never post here. Why, Misfit? I want everybody to be happy. I want everybody to find their person. I want everybody to find love. And it will happen. It takes time. But it takes some of the... It's the rough, gunky stuff that nobody wants to do, right? It's like when you see those ships that have all that junk on the side that you have to really scrape to get off. And that's just like... That's life, right? In order to get to the good stuff, you got to get rid of the stuff that sucks. You got to get rid of the stuff that nobody wants to look at and dig deep to figure out why things are the way they are. Or why your life keeps happening that way. Why things keep coming back up for you, yeah? That's all. Can't feel love unless you love yourself first. Not fair to them if you can't feel it. Ooh, see, Misfit, that's good. So why you say some things you'll never post here? That was perfect. That was perfect. Can't feel love unless you love first. That's fair. Oh, yeah. And then you need to have fun, too. That's why I like this chat, because you remind me that I have to have fun. Because I will go on this tangent. I will go all the way down the rabbit holes. But that story was fun because that was just so weird. It was so weird. But it's good because it gets me out of my comfort zone. And it makes me have to do something weird and quirky that I don't normally do, right? And so I would also encourage you to do that. Do Clemente. Do something weird and quirky and things that you don't normally do. And here's the thing that I think is very interesting, is that the faster you are vulnerable with somebody else and y'all can enjoy that with each other and not get weirded out, the closer that y'all become. And then those are usually the relationships that last the longest. When you get the gunk out early, right? Not like the first date or nothing, but fairly early on, you get out some of the stuff like, hey, this is my stuff. Can you hang with it or not? And I was like, you know what? Thank you for letting me know. I can hang with that. Okay, cool. Let's ride out. And so the faster that y'all have those conversations and y'all get, people like those little shallow conversations. But shallow conversation is like, you know, oh, so what do you do for fun? Where do you like to eat? Where do you so-and-so? Where do you so-and-so? Like all of that is very, very surface level. And so you don't really get to know anything about anybody when you ask those questions. So I would encourage you to dig a little deeper. I want you to bring your shovel on the date. Not physically bring your shovel, but I want you to, bring a shovel so that you can go a little deeper than just the surface kind of stuff, right? Have some good conversations. It could be just as just like I just made up that story, but it'll tell you a lot about that person, right? Like if you can do a random story like that and you both laugh and you both have a good time, you say, okay, she's cool, right? You want somebody who is your homie, your lover, and your friend, right? And so does she fit all those boxes, right? So yeah. Oh, goodness. Okay. Bottoms up. If you ever want to do the Zoom thing, I'll fill you in. Are you talking to Clemente? Listen. I'm happy. It's all good. Good. Yay. That's amazing. Yeah. So at 4,000 subscribers, we are going to put on that dress. And let's see here. And we will go live. But we normally will go, I'll go live once we reach 4,500 subscribers. We'll go live and I'll put a link in the chat and you can talk to me on the live. We do that from time to time. And then I do need to put out another contest, but I haven't figured out when that or what that contest is and when it is. I do have an idea, but I'll let y'all know. I'll let you know, and I'll let you know a little bit later. All right. Does anybody else have any other questions? I think I'm about to call it a night. And we will name the short story Aysia's Adventures Part 1, okay? All right, Aysia's Adventures Part 1. So, what's today? Today is 4/12/25. Okay. All right. I love you all. My name is Aysia Smiles. I go live every evening 10:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time. Eastern Daylight Time. And we talk about all kinds of stuff. Tonight we did something new. We did storytelling, which was really fun. We will definitely do that again. And we talked about relationships, which is usually kind of our sweet spot that we normally talk about on nights like this. So come back and join us. Thank you, Clemente, for asking a perfectly great question. And I was glad that Misfit and some others were able to give you some extra pointers. And I guess Deem and Crystal dropped off. They do what they need to do. So we will speak with them later. As always, I love you all. Keep smiling, keep shining, keep going. Get out there and date. Get out there and find your person. But remember that you have to do the work first. And when you do the work, then it all falls into place. All right, love y'all. Good night.